Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ambitions. I do hope you're having a great day today. I'm in the middle of a rebrand, kind of. I'm changing up the color schemes and stuff for the original Char's Fast and Fresh, making it a little bit more colorful, a little bit more bright. And all the other Char's Fast and Freshes, they all have like a darker color to them. Oh, also, another thing I wanted to do is prevent this line from forming like this. I want to move the line to be like this. I want it to wrap from here and then come around to here. So I want these guys to queue up along the counter instead. Yes, like that. Much better. And then you guys are going to come over and we're going to get you to be here and then out this way. Right? I just want to open it up and make it to where people aren't waiting in this area. Right? We shouldn't have people lining up at the door like this. So let's move people around the side, and I think that'll be a lot better. Okay, cool. That's the original Char's Fast and Fresh. It is really late at night, and, well, it's kind of time for bed, you know? Pretty much. 107,000. So I've also been looking, I wanted to tell you this too, or show you this too. I've been looking at my different businesses and like how much money do they make and all that stuff. And I've been sort of optimizing things, right? And that sometimes means cutting heads. And it does mean cutting heads for certain things. So I have a couple of things I've done. I've increased the number of workers in the studio. So we're now up to, I think, 22. And you can see we are slamming against that limit, which is pretty good. 21. Okay. I have now marketing expenses. It's $6,000. I think I'm going to call them and see if I can't get equal for less than 6K. But I just went ahead and did the big billboard and that was it. So we've got that. And I've got a whole bunch of different employees. Still not all desks are occupied, but a lot of them are. And I also see the executive desk here. I really, really wish we could rename these things. There's the other desk. The other executive desk. They're separated. Crap. Well, it is what it is. You have to put like a different computer on there to know which ones they are. But in any case, we have the office and stuff is set up that way. So it looks to me, I got to reevaluate all these things, right? But it looks to me like we basically closed at peak hour, right? So perhaps we should try slightly different hours. You know, we could go, for example, like this. We're still open 8 hours a day, but we start at noon instead. That could be something we do. And this is a everyday kind of thing. So I don't have to do the autofill. I can just shift everybody over to make sure everybody gets it, because autofill is finicky. Sometimes it just won't assign people, or it won't give them the desk that they want. It won't adhere to that. And this is another one of those things where I think if the game was smarter with the descriptions over here, I still say this is one of a really big improvement to this interface is to give me icons right here so that I know what's on this desk. I don't have to hover over it, but also allowing the autofill to recognize what's on these desks would be great, so that people who, for example, don't need the one with screen and only want the regular tablet, I want this button to prioritize giving all employees their minimum requirements. That way, I don't need them all in a row, and I don't need them to all be from the top down. It's an arbitrary ordering anyway here. I want them to be assigned all over the place depending on their needs. So if someone has executive desks that they want, and the executive desks are down here, it doesn't assign them up here because there's no executive desk there, right? I want them to be, this button needs to be smarter, I think, is what I'm getting at. And it's kind of been that way for a while. But in any case, I'm going to shift it over from 12 to 8. See how that works in terms of our business, because it looks to me, like I said, we closed right as things got busy. So I want to make sure that we're not doing that. If I take a look at the economy view, we can see 4th and 10 is losing money. It lost money yesterday, and it lost money the day before yesterday as well. But it is profitable on some days. And this is because the store type is a nightclub. I'm really tempted to just switch this thing to liquor store just to see what happens there. And I might go about doing that, but for now it doesn't matter. I guess it's, I wanted the business not to make a ton of money with it. I just wanted to look at it and say, yeah, this is great. And I have something cool that I like. But 4th and 10 has had some head cutting. So I have because you can see basically no business all day. We open and then just like nothing. And then, you know, you get a little bit busy, but these are the weekdays. Okay. On the weekends, we get like a lot of business. So what I've gone and done with the schedule is I've kind of switched it out to where most days we only have one person on the cash register at any given time. We still have a DJ the whole time, but I'm kind of thinking about pulling that back as well to not have a DJ. And the thing is, I don't even want DJs anyway. I can get rid of the requirements for a second security guard. I can get rid of the requirements for coat checks, although this does make me money. And I can get rid of the requirements for a DJ completely if I just switch this store to a liquor store. So I think I might do that. You do that pretty easily. You go into settings and you just simply change the status. You just simply change what it is. And as some people have pointed out, I'm using the alcohol shelves behind the counter. I have both. I have the stuff under the bar, the martinis and stuff that you serve under the bar. I've got that equipment in there. So that's why we have, if I take a look at my inventory and pricing insights, I have the ability to sell all of these things. Cocktail bar, cocktail bar, cocktail bar, cocktail bar, right? I have all those things, but I'm also using the shelves. And as many people have pointed out, the shelves are for sort of self-serve businesses. Oh, I need to go to bed, don't I? That's the whole reason I came here. It's for self-serve businesses, right? The thing is, though, I don't care whether the staff are going or whether my customers are going behind the counter to grab alcohol and then bringing it out to the front and paying for it. I'm not in there, so I don't care what it looks like right there, right? I'm only looking at the store and it's on theme with what I want. So there is no store type that goes with that anyway. Okay, I'm going to pause it right here. We're going to wake up early, I guess about 8 o'clock. We're going to open up the new Char's Fast and Fresh today. And I don't know whether she's going to yell at me for that or, hate me for that. We'll see. Before I do that, I want to get into city ads. And I want to see whether or not I can get a different deal for the billboards and stuff. I want to see if I can somehow make my marketing budget less than $6,000, but still equal that 100% on there. Because that's a big building, remember. There's a lot of traffic and stuff. There's up to 50 people now, right? So it's a bigger structure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up for all marketing campaigns. And I wish this was different as well. This whole like having to go through each and every one at a time thing for marketing is kind of a pain in the butt. If I had some kind of like marketing rep in my HR or like in my HQ, that would make everything way easier. I could just say, hey, by the way, market to 100% on all businesses or something. But I digress. So what you have to do is you sign up for all of them, I guess. You go to your marketing, wrong one, studio. You go to your marketing tab and you just see what your total marketing budget is. And then you just start shutting things off. All right. Now, if I don't use the big billboard, the medium billboard, small, large, all the other campaigns combined do not equal the same as just using a single large billboard does, which is fascinating to me. So I guess I need the largest one in order to really make this happen. So right now we have this small internet campaign and the large billboard puts me at 94. Let's do the medium. That puts me at 97. The large puts me at 100. So can I do medium and small? That puts me at 100. And that's like the minimum amount I can spend to get 100 here too. So we're going to cancel the other campaigns that we're not using. And we're left with just the large billboards, and medium and small internet campaigns. Also, I know I haven't really covered this much, but all of the Char's Fast and Freshes are now open 24 hours. They have been for a few in-game weeks, except for the original. The original wasn't, and it is now. So the schedule is set kind of like this, and I might start tweaking this to kind of do something like this instead. Because if you take a look at, I'll show you how the sales go here in a second. If I go to one of the locations that's been open for a little bit longer, GD2, right? If I go to schedule, this is what my schedule looks like here. But if I go to the insight, we can see that we get almost no business at all until 6, okay? And then business drops off a tank at 10. So when I go in here, I say, okay, well, we're not going to get a whole lot of business until 6. So, don't have to work until 6. And then if we're going to do that, we might as well just take you off the schedule and bring you out a little bit further, right? And so these are the kinds of things that I can do to just tweak the schedule just a little bit, to try to optimize, try to make it to where you know, we're not throwing money away. I don't want to throw money away. All right, who wants to do that? So we're gonna do this. Make sure though that we don't take everybody off of full time. So David White here, we can remove your schedule. No, we can't remove Annette Dowd. We can move your schedule. So just shift you guys over and then extend your hours a little bit. We need to get this guy back to full time. So Jose Rose needs to have more hours here. So maybe you have 36 hours per week, 34. Who can I take out of here? Gilda can go. Yep. And then maybe we shift Rosa over here. Something like, no, I think we had it right the first time. Yeah, we want it at 6. So something like this, right? We just do scheduling like this for every business to really just fine tune and optimize how much money we can make at any given day. And that's what we're working on now. Could take you out of here and put Jose here instead. Yeah, I just need to give Jose 4 more hours somewhere. So I'll just probably go something like this. Lawrence can be pulled back on this day. We'll give you more hours there. Nope, that's Jason Perez. It's the same color, but it's definitely not the right person. He also starts with a J. So you got me. There you go. We can actually take you. Where's your night shift? Because he doesn't like night shifts. Where is Jose's night shift? Does this count as a night shift? No, this is Jason. Where's... It did it again. Jason Perez. I think this counts as your night shift. Yeah, that's what it is. So we'll put Jose in here instead. There it is. That'll take care of that little discrepancy. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that stuff like that is happening, but I'm pretty much taking care of it in the background. It's not the most captivating content to see, to watch and everything. So just kind of taking care of it myself. So we're going to head over to the new Chars Fast and Fresh, and I will actually go ahead and I think hire people right now for it. Just turn the radio down just a tad. Okay, so for candidates, I can probably grab, I don't know. Do I have anybody hired for this already? It's the HK version, HK one. I don't have anybody hired yet. Okay, so we're starting fresh, and HK is going to start open 24 hours. Easy, piece of cake. And it's going to be Sunday too. Okay, so for this, with a 24-hour business, I just pretty much hire full-time people. If you're going to do 24 hours, there's really no point in part-time people if you're doing that. So I have everybody searched as full-time people. For cleaners, I'm looking for somebody that doesn't want health insurance. If I can find somebody who doesn't want health insurance, then you're hired. I don't care what your status is, what your skill is. If you don't want weekends, that's a little challenging, but we could make that work for you. So we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see about that. I got you listed on there so I can find you easily next time. Silver, no weekends again. Bronze, maybe we'll do a bronze person here. So let's focus on customer service now. We'll just keep scroll. Wow, I found a lot of cleaning people, didn't I? Holy moly. Graphic designers. Do I not have any customer service people? No customer service people, but I do have HR managers found because I need another one of these too. So multi-purpose chair, full-time. We can do that. Danielle, you're hired. Let's go into Char Inc. And we're going to go to the schedule and find her the right desk. This is the multi-purpose chair with a mouse pad. Doesn't really matter. I just don't want to give her... Yeah, right here. This is my spare desk that I have for her. Where are you? Danielle, you're here. Welcome to the team, Danielle. Danielle is going to take everybody else that we hire. Phil, you have everybody. All right, good. There you go. 27 people are under Danielle already. That is just right away. We're just throwing her into the thick of it. Make sure nobody else wants health insurance. Good. Now, remember, Jeffrey has bronze, so we're going to give people... I'll give Danielle some insurance, too. It's free at this point anyway, so we'll just go ahead and do that for her. And she will then take care of all the employees that we are hiring for the new business, right? So Clyde is a cleaner. We'll just give him the cleaner role. Sharon, give you cleaner. There we go. And the HR manager will just have our HQ, uniform. That's fine. But it looks to me like I don't have any customer service agents. So I must be headhunting. Maybe I need the third headhunter here. I have a lot of graphic designers on there, and I do plan to hire more. So we've actually already exhausted all the HR managers I wanted to find. Yeah, so let's go back to CS. We'll go really high up here, and I want to make sure they're not demanding health insurance. If I can get them not to demand that, that'd be great. I would also like you guys to not tell me 4 days a week, and I don't need you. I think the no weekends thing, we could probably get rid of that. And I really would like to get rid of all of these, but I can make do with it just as long as they're not saying like no afternoons and no evenings. You probably make up for it. So we'll make sure that there's no restrictions on the number of days. Actually, you know, I'll sift through the part-timers. That's fine. So go ahead and keep finding those, and I want to recruit those continuously for now. Continuously for now. That's what I said. I want to recruit them continuously for now. Okay. Take a left here at the edge of the map, and we're just going to head straight down over here. Now, I'm at 100% on my vehicle, and I'm doing it again, guys. I'm going to get through this entire gas tank. I just repaired. I filled up my tank, and I'm going to get through all of it without any accidents. All right? No damage. Are you turning right? You are. Shh, I was going to go around you. That guy's got a light. That's fine. We're just going to cut right in front of you. There we go. Easy. As long as I don't get spontaneously rear-ended. We'll just park next to this tree. Yeah, this will be fine. Right next to this fire hydrant. That's perfectly legal. All right, so here's how Fast and Fresh looks in here. Very similar to design to the other one, right? There's not much difference here. I'm ready to get deliveries in, so you can see, whoops, hang on, I need to move this. I'm just gonna put it in the back. Actually, it can go right here. There we go. So we've got some stuff delivered, right? And now we just need to go ahead and designate where everything is, because I haven't done that yet. So we're gonna say that this one here is, hi. And I have burgers, chicken, kebab skewers. Oh boy. There we go. Chicken kebab skewers, done. Obviously, this is fries, pizza, soda cans, all that stuff is good. Ice cream is good. Hot dogs are already in, and we are pretty much ready to rock. We have everything we need. We just need employees to be here in order to open the place up. So, of course, requires customer service agents, but today, I can just work the counter myself. Who cares, right? I can just open right now and just work it myself. So that's what I plan to do. We are going to, I'm just really quick checking on some things. I want to check Ingrid, actually. She's making 111 per week now. I got to get her down into lower digits, right? Maybe we can do some price adjustments on our produce. That'll really hit her hard, won't it? Let's try Charmart, wherever it is. What's your pricing like? Okay, she's a penny cheaper on the pears. I see your penny and bring it down even further. Yeah, 662, huh? How about 650? That's what you're already doing. How about we go 6? That'll really screw you up, won't it? We'll even do that with the lettuce. We'll even do it with the carrots. $5 for carrots. How about bananas? We're gonna go $3 for bananas. Man, I don't think you're willing to go that low. She's probably gonna close. I really don't think she's willing to go that low. No, this $20.99 for the bottle of wine. That's my price. You can tell because it's a 99. Yeah, so there we go. We're all set with Charmart. That'll probably mess with her a little bit. And now I just need to wait, essentially, for recruits to be found. Did I miss one? Missed one. Yep, right here. Boom. There we go. I also put these in. I don't think it's necessary, these security panels. But I put them in already, and I'll just keep them here until I need them for something else, and I'll take them out. But I had already purchased them for the store, and then I kind of forgot that it was unnecessary. So, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's it. So, Char's Fast and Fresh is ready. I already have the art and everything on it, so ready to rock and roll, man. I like the idea of just having these chains, because I get custom art for each and every one. Look at all the... Oh, no! I was looking at the ads! I was looking at the billboards. There's one here and here. I had both of them for a second. But that didn't hurt me. I'm still at 100%, so I win. It's forgiving me for being distracted while I was driving. Okay, so I went ahead and I've opened up Char's Fast and Fresh in Hell's Kitchen. And I went ahead and got some employees for it. It's open 24 hours right away. And we basically have, I think, 5 full-time employees, 2 full-time cleaners, 6 full-time employees. But then there's 1 part-timer because I'm not opening everything all the time, right? I'm not keeping everything open the whole time. I'm going to pull back your hours for these 2 and increase yours by a little bit more. There we go. And I think probably I would shift these around a little bit more to save a little bit more money. But I think we're going to be doing okay because HK, which I am going to forever probably accidentally call Hong Kong a dozen times, but Hell's Kitchen is a very interesting market in that we can jack the prices way higher because there's barely any competition. So I'm going to see if I can sell chicken kebab skewers for 25. It's red, so I don't think I can sell them. But if I can, because there's 100% demand for them and nobody's competing with me, we're going to see what happens if I can sell them for $25. So it's open now. 24 hours, it's open. Everybody's there. And I can just sleep my way to victory, hopefully, here. So we're only making 108. We'll have to see. It probably has something to do with that nightclub still. Yeah, 4th and 10, still losing money every day. And we also have those 2 locations that I've reserved, so those are making just over 100. And then also I'm suppressing a lot of prices, which hits my profits too, but the idea is that it hits my competitors harder than it hits me. And health insurance went down. That's nice. Oh, you know what, I probably should get, all the new employees are not in HR yet. I probably should do that too. So Danielle has almost no capacity here left because she's not that trained yet, she's not that good yet. So yeah, some of you get HR and some of you will not. And that's just how that'll be. For now, that's how that'll be. So there's 4 people that don't have any HR agents. And when Danielle gets a little bit better, then we'll pop them in there. Whatever. For temporarily, we'll just go ahead and give them the health insurance. It's fine. Yeah, everybody's got bronze from Jeffrey, so that's fine. I'd rather them being trained. I'd rather them getting trained than to just sit there and not be getting trained. All right, so how we doing here? Ingrid's still flatline. I opened up businesses in Hell's Kitchen, so I'm not really hitting her very hard anymore. I'm not bringing things like that in there. But the thing is, Ingrid immediately shoots up the leaderboard to 17th place, probably. And not 17th. I guess she would shoot up. She'd be in 19th, I suppose. She'd be ahead of Nathan. All she has to do is close this web development agency. And she just doesn't. She doesn't want to do it. All right, we got a couple of messages here as I've zoomed ahead to Saturday. We got somebody, Ophelia, in Char Studio, who is not happy. If I had to guess, I'd say she was automatically assigned to a desk that's got the graphic pad that doesn't have the screen, and she wants the one with the screen. Yeah. She's actually not assigned at all. Apparently, she just didn't get assigned at all. Char Studio. Let's take a look. Anyone with 0 hours? Ophelia. Is Ophelia the only one? Okay, so the autofill, again, just kind of skipped right over Ophelia. Here you go. It's got the screen. You are good to go. And once again, sorry about the mix-up. Ophelia. We'll go in and get Ophelia. Miss Klein. We'll provide her with a bonus to keep her around. There you go. All right, so I want to dive into the economics of this nightclub nonsense. 5,100 is what we made yesterday. We'll make a good amount because it's the weekend. We'll make a good amount on the weekends, but we keep losing money every weekday. So ultimately, this business is not doing well. Okay, so we need to evaluate how this is going. And I think if I change this to a liquor store, it'll do a lot better. It's my assumption that we're going to do that. So if I take a look really quick at this business, 4th and 10, and I'm going to go into the schedule right now. Looks like this. It's real weird. We're probably going to have to adjust it. Maybe let some people go. That definitely let the DJ go. All the DJs will get fired here. One of the security guards will go. And we probably will eliminate some customer service agents because we won't need the coat check and stuff anymore. So, it looks like the weekend cover charge is being lowered on me because my opponents are doing that to me, and that's fine. I think I'll get insight. We hit 30, right? We do get the building limit at night, all right? Between 12 and 3, we get the building limit, and then it just falls off like a rock, because we're closed at 4. And that's, if I open at 4, you'll see the business tanks anyway. I've got it open a little bit here. I think we start opening at like 5. We could adjust the hours again to maybe open at 8. And that way we're, open less timing, and that it saves me 4 hours of labor charges. So I could work on that. But I do think that changing it into a liquor store is going to be the preferred way of doing it. So I went into Charmart because the game told me that there wasn't enough storage shelves in here. And it populated Charmart like there's some kind of, incredible event going on. My frame rates are terrible. But it populated a lot of people in here. It's pretty creepy. We've run out of paper bags. Well, that's probably because there was 1,000 people in here. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some additional storage in here if y'all don't mind. It's fine. Sure, no problem here. I realize it's very tight, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. And then I'm getting the hell out of here before I get completely destroyed. All right, so the game didn't crash, thankfully. I'm gonna go into 4th and 10. And I've got things laid out a little bit. So I had to buy additional shelves and kind of reset everything. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these drink shelves right here. We're going to get rid of all of them. And I still want that sports bar aesthetic. That's the whole point. So we're going to get these shelves to kind of be along the wall here. And this, yes, the customers, okay, are going to have to come back here and get the stuff. That's something that's going to happen. And I'm not going to stop that from happening because, well, I've got the look that I imagine this thing has and the vibe that everybody's going to be doing in here. I've already got all that. It's not a big deal. So if it doesn't end up being that in reality, it's not going to matter to me because I'm not going to be in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these different drink shelves. Okay. And we're going to just remove the content martinis and put the martinis here. So this is a martini shelf now. And then we'll take the content out of here. This is a margarita. Get the margaritas out and we'll put those along this back wall here, I guess. So that's a margarita shelf now. We can just, fill these in. So margaritas here, margaritas here. Okay, this is a martini. So we can say that this is a martini shelf right here. And then another martini shelf goes right here. There we go. And then we'll want whiskey to be on these back walls here. So we're going to put whiskey there, put whiskey here, and let's say just whiskey on this one. That's fine. And then finally, these ones are going to be beer. All right. So we've got additional storage for all of these things. And I guess it doesn't really matter. I can remove the content from here and put it on the shelf. There we go. And do the same thing with this one and put it on the shelf. And then all we need to do now is just leave these things undefined, and then they won't refill them, which is fine. We'll remove that, and these are all undefined now. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to shift over, and this is require a major overhaul of staff and hours and everything, right? We're going to go ahead and shift our hours of operation to be from, let's say, 12 to 11 or something, right? Okay, we're going to get rid of all these different staff members. We're going to get rid of all these different things. And we're going to do some head cutting. All right. Massive head cutting about to happen. Let's go into current business. We're going to try to find 4th and 10. All right, here it is. Everybody's got no task. We need to cut heads. DJ, all DJs are gone. There's no reason to have them anymore. We're not going to be a nightclub, so they're gone. We're also going to eliminate some of the security guards. Let's find out if anybody here has like gold health insurance or something. Ooh, silver. Ooh. All right, silver with no morning shifts. That's actually not a big deal. We're not open in the mornings in a liquor store. But if anyone has like no evening shifts, that shouldn't be a thing because I never would have hired them for a nightclub. Yeah, so I'm going to just take a look through these. Right, find the most expensive employees that I don't need anymore, right, and just cut them. All right, probably the silver health insurance people, and this one's part-time anyway. Yeah, no, we can go ahead and cut. Goodbye. So I'll just do that really quick and then reform the schedule, and I'll be right back. All right, so one of the changes we can make here with this liquor store now is that we can sell cigars and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and place that over here in this area. And there's not a whole lot of room behind the bar and everything. And again, customers will come behind the bar now. That's just the way it is. I don't care. We're using our imagination on how the store works, okay? So we're going to have wine shelves as well in here. We're going to put one... we could probably put it all on the back wall, I guess. Maybe we can remove one of those stands, or I just put it behind the rope, I guess. Yeah, I'll just put it behind the rope. I didn't really want to. There's not enough room behind the rope for all of them, so I'm going to have to put one of them somewhere else. Or maybe just replace one of the chairs, or put it right next to the chair. Nobody's actually sitting here, right? So I guess it's just kind of how it goes. Tell you what, we'll remove this rope. Get rid of that rope. And then, well, yeah, I also put it like that. All right, so this is going to hold bottles of wine and then cigars, right? So we're going to get those shipped. Yeah, it'll get shipped from the warehouse. Or I could just go and get them now. But decided I don't want to. I'm going to let it just ship on its own. So we can see kind of how much business this place does. After that, I've let it run a couple of days here. I'm up to $1 million in my bank account. That's after another investment. So my investment account is now up to 3.6 million. Sorry. And 4th and 10's out of cigars. Yeah. I just put those in there, so that's fine. So we shouldn't get that warning after taking a sleep here. Oh, really? No auto park, eh? All right, cool. No problem. I know how to do this still. Still at 100%, 59% of my battery. I'm so used to driving. My gas tank is left. There you go. So I'll just spend our time reading for a little bit. Never go to sleep. In my experience with this, never just go to sleep to pass time. Always do something to pass time until you're super tired, because you get the benefits for super long durations, right? So walked in the parks, got 13 days left. Played video games, 3 days left, 2 days left, 12 days on reading a book, right? So you get those benefits for many, many days if you do it longer. And then when you're actually tired and stuff, then you want to get a full night's rest for the next day. Then you can go ahead and sleep. All right, 147. Gabriel Jackson just resigned. For what? What did I do, huh? Did I not change anything for you? Did I not actually change anything for you? Low job satisfaction. Goodbye. I mean, how long ago was this message? 93? What happened? I don't understand. Oh, you know what it was? I know what it was. I redid the schedules to be 24 hours, right? And I must have messed with his schedule after this. All right, well, bye. Bye, Gabriel. We're going to have to replace you. Oh, so sorry. Feels bad. I mean, I might not even had you on the schedule at this point. There are a couple of gaps here, so that's probably where Gabriel was. Yeah. He's probably right here too. We can replace him. It's not a super critical thing, right? We can find someone who is not so needy. Like this bronze health insurance, that's probably fine. I mean, basically everybody, never mind. I was going to say basically everybody will want health insurance, but that's not the case, is it? Your full-time requirements. Here you go. We'll hire you. Come on over to GD2. Too damn quiet. Way too quiet. Can I have my... Can we toggle? Can we have music? No? Oh, I'm paused. That's why. Where did it go? Right here. We want to go to GD2. Schedule. And actually, before you are assigned to anything, let me get you hooked up with the right threads here. You're in Charts Fast and Fresh. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to get you on the schedule here. And this business does not have any marketing at all. Wow, no marketing for Fast and Fresh. I should probably look into that. So we don't need anybody working this slot, just the one person on this slot always, because there's no business really that time of day. But like right here on Wednesday, we should probably use that. So Henry, come on in here. You're going to work a really long shift, buddy, on Wednesday. Friday, Henry, I'm going to bring you in there too. You don't need to work the whole time, but get in there. Yeah, Henry. Oh, that's David. Henry right here. There we go. Get you there too. Is there anybody that could like maybe give up some hours for Henry? You know, like Gilda's got 40. Let's pop that away and get Henry some hours there. There we go. So you're up to 29. I could go one more hour on this day and have you a satisfaction right here, but I want to cover this gap here too. So how about we do this instead? That's good. Everybody check marked now. Yeah, no. James wants to be full-time is 24 hours. Okay, anyone? Can anyone give up some time? I might just have to go in the morning at one of these shifts. You have 40. Lawrence can get... Lawrence can give up some time for James. There you go, James. Be happy with it. Okay, everybody's got the check marks. Everybody can be happy now. I don't know why I did that. And then we've got Gene. You can go ahead and grab that person, and we're good to go. Okay. So how did we do, right, in our liquor store? How did we do? Let's take a look. 4th and 10. Customers yesterday. I assume that's good. I'm seeing that we're opening at 10, right? Is that our schedule? Open at 10? We open at 11. Okay, so at 11 o'clock, we got like not a whole lot of business. So I think we're opening at the correct time. And then business also tanks at 11. So I think our hours are good, right? We have just the beginning of the day and the end of the day, we're locked down. Everything's good there, and we're selling up to 20. So we're not hitting the store maximum, which, you know, it might just be the way it's going to be, right? I mean, it's 84% on this. I've got basically 100% marketing. It's not going to get a whole lot better than that. So that's just going to have to be what we do. But we could, if this is consistent, and it might be a pricing thing too. Yes, we're just now starting to sell cigars. So I'll have to see how the prices, I'll have to see how our profits do after we actually start selling cigars. Let's go 2050 on the pricing there. We want to make sure we're undercutting our competitors a little bit here, because there's no difference between our products and theirs. So the only difference is price. So they're going to buy from them, then that's the way it'll go. Let's go and work out. It'll be really fast for our energy because we have no food in us. It's going to hit our energy very fast. There we go. Maybe watch a little bit of television real quick. I just want to get through my day so I can see. I know, first world problems, man. Oh, man, I have to. You mean I have to watch television for 5 hours today? What a drag. Jeez. I wish I was working, you know, in a supermarket or something. Poor me. Another shot of whiskey. All right, 157K. That's a little bit better. We got some messages here to take care of here, but real quick, I want to go to the Econoview. So 4th and 10 is now consistently making profits. That's the thing I wanted to see. Are we losing money? No. As long as it's consistently making profits every day, and in this case, more profits than the Nightclub ever did, then I think we're in good shape there. I like how that's working out. HK making 33. Wow. Fast and Fresh Hell's Kitchen is making more money consistently too, not just the fluke, consistently making more money than the Best You is. Wow. And just to double check here, that's with no marketing at all. Why? Probably because its traffic score is awesome, but just to see, yeah, we don't need to market this. This is slamming up against the max anyway. We have no marketing, and it's still hitting those numbers. Now, one of the reasons it's hitting those numbers actually is because we don't have a whole lot of competition, right? This is how this works. Look at, I've sold almost 4,000 chicken skewers at $25. I can raise the prices to $30 and it won't matter. People will still buy them because they really demand them, right? So we can bring them in and get like other product offerings and stuff that are just barely at the price, but we have no competition for chicken skewers. So we can go nuts, but that's just how business works. 5 and 8, there it is. I'm gonna go one more day just to see if that raises the price, because it's a super high demand item. Despite it being a ridiculous cost, it is still one of our highest selling, certainly the highest margin product we have. But it's also one of the highest in volume for sales as well, which is always nice to see your highest margin products be also your highest volume products. That doesn't normally happen, but it's always nice to see that being a thing. Just go do a workout really quick here. Just got to keep ourselves happy. Address our happiness. All right, one more time. I know it's like sleeping simulator. I'm sorry, but I need to evaluate whether or not the stuff I've done has fixed the businesses. 156K, and we got all of our stuff, and we also have to address the phone calls and stuff we've had too. But I just want to see if I go to Meconoview, HK just did 26, so actually not as good. There may be a limit to how much they're willing to pay for something, right? I mean, obviously, but in the real world, yes, but we're still getting the top customers on this. But I'm not sure we only sold 9 of them at 32. So you can go a little too far and a little too crazy with this. So how about we try 26 instead? And we'll see how that works. And then we've got, got to beat these guys' price. We'll go down to 22 there. And 30, let's say 1340 there. Now, I have taxes. They're due in 8 days. And the IRS is not open on Saturdays. Gross. Let me play on for a little bit longer. I also need to make sure that I call Van Tander today to make sure that I put in my investment. All right, I got some snobby people in my HQ, and one of them wants an executive desk now, and 2 of them want computer monitors. Actually, so the computer monitor ones are for the graphic design business. I'm not sure how those are going to fit on the desks, so it might look a little weird. You've already got the graphic pad. You got the computer with this, like, it takes a ton of space. And then you want another monitor too, which is, it's just going to get a little crowded. But we're going to see if we can't make it happen. Taxes are due in 7 days. So I'm just going to let my money rack up. I went all the way down to 0 last night so that I could, avoid the negative interest rate from the bank, and then I just let my money roll in. I love that the money rolls in now and the delivery happens like a couple hours after that. I love that. It used to be all at the same time, and the deliveries would ping before your income, and so you had to keep enough money for the delivery in your bank account at all times. And now you can just use the profits from the previous day to do it. Loving that. Yeah, so somehow this new Fast and Fresh location, it just ends up being my most profitable business. I have no idea how that happened. Hell's Kitchen is just a better market, right? We got to get into better markets. That's it. Okay, so computer monitor for Bill Foreman and a computer monitor for Philip Riley, who I believe is also, yeah. So trying to figure out who they are is pretty challenging, okay? Because there's no real easy way to tell which desk is theirs. And on top of that, if you go into Studio right here, the schedule has us closed today. So I'm not even going to see them in the office today. That's a bit of an issue. So in order to give them what they want, you got to have spare desks is generally the way to do it. How I do it is I have spare desks in all my offices. And I hope, actually, I don't need this, and I won't need this. I'm hoping that, again, that changes to where it shows us more information on these things. But since I have spare desks, and it's going to be difficult to do, but what I'm going to do here is we're going to add the computer monitor to just 2 random desks, and I have no idea how they're going to fit. Let's add them to these 2 desks. Can I put that there? It's going to have to be there. Yep, that's how your desk is now. I don't know how that's gonna work. And then pop it right there. Maybe I can angle you. Yeah, there you go. I gotta angle it just a little bit. And it's not the optimal viewing angle when you're looking this direction. All right, there we go. We did the thing. We gave them 2 computer monitors. Now, difficult part is assigning the right people to it. So it's Bill Foreman and Philip Riley. Let's head over to the studio, the schedule, and we're gonna have to find this desk that has the computer monitor. And right now that's right there. It's Nicole Hodge, who doesn't need it. So we're going to move Nicole Hodge. And this is for all days. I got that checked so that everybody has the exact same schedule. That's gone. All right. So we have that one's gone. Now we have to find, normally you don't find it that quickly. Now we have to find the other desk that has the monitor. And that is going to be, see, they're in seemingly random order because you can put them anywhere in the office, but it's kind of like the order in which you set up the desk is how they're going to appear. So this one has the computer monitor, and obviously Amy doesn't need it, so we're going to move Amy down to here. All right, now we just take Philip Riley and Bill Foreman and put them in those additional gaps. Philip Riley, right there. And now we should see the check marks on both of those. And the other people they don't care, right? So now we have these extra 2 desks, and we can go in and manipulate these 2 desks, right? Obviously, this office has a lot of extra desks, but that would be how you would normally do it. And like, say, an office environment where you don't, like, you filled up your entire office, right? You've designed it well and you filled up everything. In that case, like my HR right now, I would have a spare desk just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, so that when an employee wants something, I can give it to them on that desk and then just move them to that desk. And then the desk they just came from ends up being my spare desk, right? So there's always one. You don't have to keep buying new ones. Okay. So next is the requirements for my HQ, because Mary, I gave her that already. Nicole, I gave her that. Where's the other one? Gabriel left. Somebody wanted an executive desk. I don't think it's a recent call. I think it's actually a call that's been going on for a while. Who is it? Right here, Roy. Roy Woodard wants one, and I don't have a spare one, so I need to get another one in there. So let's get a recap of everything we've done today, right? We've opened up the HK business. We opened up the Fast and Fresh in HK, and it still is, I believe, the most profitable business we have. Yep, it's still beating the Best You, and it has consistently almost every day. There's one day back here where it didn't, but that's kind of interesting. The Fast and Freshes are consistently the best earners, which is pretty nice. Studio is losing money. And they lose money on the weekends pretty bad. That was Sunday. They lost a lot of money on Saturday, and I have to figure out what that's all about. So I might look into that because the studio's not doing really well. So it might be pricing actually. That I haven't checked it in a while, so maybe they undercut my pricing somewhere. No, I think I can. Let's go down to 110 and see what happens. I was able to sell quite a bit at 120, but we'll see what happens at 110. Maybe 115. I'm lowering it without any competition doing it for me, so we'll see how that goes. But it probably just has something to do with not. Oh, that was yesterday. This is yesterday. It was Sunday. We're not open on Sundays, right? Okay, so that's usually the best excuse for it is if you're not open. I have 362,000 in the bank. I was gonna actually pay my taxes, but I don't have enough to do that. I probably will have enough to do it in a couple of days, but we're up to 176,000 a day, which is nice. If I take a look at the rival screen, we are now in 5th place, just above Mr. Brian Roberts and right behind Mohamed Bianco. So we are getting up there, man. Top 5. The line is moving in the right direction. It is unfortunately moving in the right direction for our competitors as well. So we're going to have to try to figure out how we're going to catch this guy, man. Despite how much we're making, Hangzhou is still making 6 times what I'm making. Like, I have to get really up there to get to beat him. But yeah, we're firmly ahead of Jessica now. All right, cool. That's the update. I'm gonna investigate little bits and pieces of profitability here and figure out what I can do to get the studio to at least make money. Obviously not yesterday, but to at least make money. Maybe the marketing campaign could take a break. Maybe we don't need the marketing. Maybe we'll see what it does without it. It's 6,000 a day. I mean, that's got to be cutting into. I mean, that's what it is actually. That is the loss from yesterday. You're closed. You don't have a whole lot of cost, right? But we have $6,000 in marketing costs. Okay, I met everybody's office needs, and I'm at 40% fuel. Still 100% on the car. Feeling pretty good. I think if I can get all the way through this gas tank, my present to myself as a reward, gonna be get one of those Anselmos. Well, that's not what I want to do. How about auto park? No? Oh, well, I had to go and screw it up, didn't I? Ooh, hey, look, free parking over here. Nice. Oh, yeah. Free parking. I love it. 39% on that fuel source. Feels pretty good, man. All right, I'm going to go a couple of days here because I got taxes due in 6 days, and I don't have enough in my bank account to actually pay them. I needed like 2 days worth of income to actually get there. So I'll just take care of my basic needs for a couple days and hang out in my apartment. I'll be right back. It's Wednesday. It's red text over there now, so I guess it must be getting pretty serious. We're going to go ahead and head on out and pay our taxes, yeah? I've been getting messages from people wanting health insurance, but the ones that are most annoying are the graphic design people who want things specific for their desk. Stump mesh, office chairs, etc. I think the next time I set up an office job, I might just give people the good stuff. Like, yeah, it's cost a lot more up front, but it's going to save me so much time later in trying to track down the who's and what's of everything. I mean, it takes a significant amount of time to do that kind of thing. So, I don't know. It might be worth it. I think there's value in that, right? There's value in your time, in like the management of your time as a player. Or in the real world, too. Like, there's value in... wait a minute. Is it IRS is this? I never remember where the IRS is by memory. It's right there. I'm on the right street. 5th Avenue. I'm going to own this street. Ah! Thought that guy was going to go straight. I'm happy he didn't. And we will park on the other side of the road where it's nice and safe. And there it is. All right, cool. Walk right in, pay nearly $600,000 to the federal government. Here you go. You're welcome. Feel free to keep sucking. All right. Well, that's it. We fulfilled our civil obligations to society. And now it's time to continue making even more money. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Today was a little bit weird. It was a lot of skipping around, a lot of cuts, a lot of, just fiddling with menus and stuff. But it's important stuff in the game, right? We don't spend a lot of time showing that stuff anymore. And it's important to show that kind of stuff sometimes. Just to say, hey, look, I'm doing it. So that people don't question whether I'm doing it or not. And also because I'm supposed to show you how the game works. And I'm supposed to show you the game the way it is. And so that's a big part of the game is the management of your employees. That's what business is all about, right? Especially being the owner and the manager, right? So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Our liquor store is doing fantastic now. We fixed it. Sports bar, 4th and 10, is doing good things. Doesn't look the best anymore over here, but we're going to pretend that stuff's not even there. They're just buying it from the bar. That's what we're going to pretend. All right? Take it easy. We'll see you. Bye-bye.